Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to have a conversation about the armor flashlight, because I noticed plenty of the folks are struggling to set it up, it doesn't work for some reason, and overall to explain what armor flashlight is. So first things first, if you want to use the armor flashlight, which I recommend to do for 100% of the players, doesn't matter you are new or you are old school, you are going to the settings, you are going to the reticle, you are checking out the first thing, which is gun marker. It must be with armor penetration indicator. Doesn't matter. Is it crosshair? Is it O-shaped? Is it aim point? For me, crosshair looks the best because it is a bit bigger. And it needs to be done in the sniper as well. It is very important thing to say because otherwise it won't work. That being said, after that you are clicking on the armor flashlight, and you see the colors. Whenever you are playing without colorblind color, you can see green, which says yes, go. That means penetration. Yellow says maybe. So that means 50-50 you will penetrate or you won't penetrate. And red says no. So you need to enable it on the start of the battle, or you need to just simply click the setting or mark the setting. If you are not doing that, then you need to click I during the game time or during the game, and then it is going to be activated. Now, if it happened to be that if you are like me and you are using the colorblind mode, then it will show a bit differently. Then it is going to be yellow for yes. Yellow means it is a penetration, go for it, hip hip hooray. Pink means maybe, so it's 50-50, and the purple means, nah, this is not penetration, it won't happen. Now, whenever we have a basic settings done, what we need to take a look at, we need to take a look into the different situations with the different tanks. We are going to go with a tank into the game, and we will showcase some clips of that vehicle, how it looks like and how it works, and why it may look like your armor flashlight doesn't work. So there are a couple of rules, right? Rule number 1, your tank needs to be stationary. If your tank is not stationed, you are not going to see armor flashlight. Rule number 2, the distance should be closer than 300 meters. So if you are sniping from 400 meters distance, you are not going to have working armor flashlight. It just simply doesn't work. It just doesn't work. If you are playing with a slow aiming tank, with which we are going to play at this point in time, you will see that armor flashlight won't work until you will start aiming, and you will be deeply aimed, if you will, right? So there is a lot of questions where the flashlight goes, right? And let's teleport into the clips and you will see everything yourself. Okay, so please pay attention what kind of colors we are going to have an indication. We are going with 60TP, which has a very slow aim time. That means you can't see the reticle now. You see no armor flashlight, nothing. But if you stop and if you start aiming, armor flashlight appears. You see, slowly but surely it appears, right? Easy peasy. And pretty much, once again, in the colorblind mode, we have a situation when yellow means yes, the pink means maybe, and purple means no. So this is quite easy to figure this out, and it is not a rocket science. But there is a lot of handicaps for it to work properly as well. Don't think that it is so. It is working all the time. That's why many people can say that it doesn't work for them. Let's try to do that again, but now let's take a different target. You can see the tier 9 look. There is no armor indicator, and now slowly whenever I am aiming, it shows for me where I can aim in order to penetrate the mother trucker, and cupola seems like a penetration, you see? But I needed to stop, I needed to aim, and this tank takes a very long time in order to aim, so that's why you do not see absolutely everything instantly. And please, reminder for every and each of you, if you are going to go and if you will play on not colorblind mode, right, you will see the green color as indication that you can penetrate. As you can see, it is getting better and it is getting greener and it becomes green, right? For me, honestly, I prefer not to play in the colorblind. I prefer to play in the colorblind mode because it's easier for my eyes. Because even now, I see this and I'm thinking egg tuna. It's not as good. it is very rough on my eyes, if you know what I mean. But that is only me. It's your preference. For some people, red is the right way to do the things. But now let's see how it would look like if we are aiming without colorblind mode. So as you can see, I'm not moving and I'm aiming, and it becomes more and more green. You saw that? And now the other example. Whenever we are playing with a tank which has a perfect stabilization, you can see that it works all the time. The moment we stopped moving, it's instantly working ideally, right? And it works all the time like this. Now, if we are moving to the certain extent, it still works to the level, right? Because this tank has such a great stabilization that even whenever you move a bit, it still works, right? Very good information for every and each of us, right? And then you can see how do you want to penetrate the enemies, or where do you want to shoot. If you can penetrate, you are just simply going for it and you are having the best time ever, right? Once again, when moving faster, you cannot see absolutely anything, but whenever you are slowing down a bit, it instantly turns, it instantly shows the colors, right? Which is very important thing to say. Don't mind the gameplay, doesn't really matter. We are focusing on the colors over there, right? That's the most important thing. That's good. Or for example, we have the IS-2M or RHM. RHM completely green or yellow color, depending what you are using. And you see how quickly it works with the tanks like this. Absolutely great and absolutely amazing, and you can definitely take advantage out of this. And it is very powerful tool to showcase how you can penetrate every and each enemy left, right, and center, right? Keep this in mind. The faster aiming tank you have, better the flashlight will work, or if you are sitting and not moving, right? It's very important bit to highlight and to showcase. It is very important. Okay, guys, another example. Pay attention at this. You see, I cannot penetrate him if I would shoot here as a flashlight shows. Here I can penetrate him 50-50, here I can penetrate him easily. You see, this is another example of how the flashlight works in the close distance whenever you let it work perfectly. And another example of the armor flashlight via the bushes. If there is a bush in front, as you can see, you can pretty much, you can't see anything. If you go closer through the bushes, you can see where to shoot. If you are working outside the bush, you cannot see it. Okay, boys, now we can see a different example. We are fully aimed, but we cannot see the armor flashlight whatsoever because the distance between us and enemies is greater than 300 meters. What that means? That means we cannot see absolutely anything. Okay, what have we learned of the current examples? We learned that armor flashlight works significantly better on the tanks that has faster aim, right? You saw how it was looking like on the Patton. It was working pretty much instantly, even whenever you are moving. And on the 60TP, you needed to stop for a decade in order to see the armor flashlight. We learned that the armor flashlight has different colors, depending on what kind of mode you are playing in. Colorblind mode versus the standard mode. This is very important thing to say, and I think for most of the people, without colorblind mode, it would be easier to understand, although I prefer colorblind mode because it's significantly easier on the eyes. We learned that over the distance, 300 meters and greater, you are not seeing armor flashlight, you are just seeing simple dot you can penetrate or you cannot penetrate. And last but not least, we learned that over the bushes, armor flashlight doesn't work, right? So you need to get closer so you can see the tank silhouette. That being said, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope the armor flashlight will make your games more enjoyable. That being said, thank you very much for watching and see you very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.